For me, what people would normally define as a challenge is part of the things that have moved me through different indigenous communities in South America and in Central America. For me, um, personal changes and setbacks are opportunities to prepare for what comes next. In this kind of trips, the setbacks are usual, okay? And I think is because we are going to be a little bit far away from the civilization, and sometimes the thing it is going to happen as the way that we think. And also it's because we have to understand that if we're going to be in a community, we're going to have to adapt in what they want to do, because the idea of all this project is to be with them and to understand them and to be part of the what they doing there. I think that's one of the most I think one of the best ways to deal with setbacks is to be prepared in advance in relation to my health. And I am a person who maintains a nutritious diet and take a great care of my health and my physical condition through exercise, through meditation, and so forth. In addition, having a well prepared first aid kit will help me to be ready for any eventuality. And also, I think that uh, do some of research and investigating what possible health problem could be during the trip, during our stay, to be prepared in advance will be an amazing way to overcome these kind of obstacles. We look into a dictionary, we're going to see that a community is a group of people who share a goal. But in this case, in the case of the indigenous people, a community is a group of people who share a history, who share an inheritance, who share a soul, an entire culture. And that community, of course, have interesting, same interests, have traditions, have knowledge, have um, games, have wars, have a lot of information to share. But for me, the most important thing about a community in this case is the history and the knowledge that have been preserved for so many years and now we're ready to receive. It's almost like a miracle, a community. And how be a member of a community means that you have the responsibility to keep that knowledge alive, to keep that errands alive, to keep all those games, all those dances, all those dishes, all that reality alive. Be part of a community, an indigenous community means that you're going to share also their grief, their problems. Because the most shocking thing about the indigenous communities is that the entire world there are having a lot of troubles, a lot. And I think that being part or being member of a community means all of that. Also, a community answer and link and connect ideally with going to connect with respect. Ideally, a community respond with or interact. Ideally, ideally, a community respond and interact with others community first with respect and with the acknowledgement of their presence. Second, I think that's it. The Waitangi Agreement. I think that to have the first-hand opportunity to see how that agreement is being living nowadays going to be um, an important opportunity to understand which approach is going to be the better to include to all the people who share a land. I think that understand the agreements in other lands and to see how they work going to allow us to understand what are we doing bad, what can we learn, what we shouldn't do, and establish a plan and make a plan. I think that one of the things that I definitely going to do is include all the information that I gather in this trip and in this project into my indigenous documental, and with this documentary create a bridge and allow to the people to understand how we are connected in our roots, in our indigenous people from every part of the world, and how if they're connected, we are also connected. We are also part of the same thing, which means that we have to be conscious and we have to be aware of what are we doing, what are we not doing, and what we should do. Share the information would be an amazing idea and a great opportunity, especially in Centennial College, because we now have a lot of spaces in which we can share all this kind of knowledge. I also think that we can replicate a lot of the stuff the Maori people are doing in their own land. I really want to thank all of you for create these spaces and for create this kind of project. Um, I want also I want to also say to you, to all of you, that I'm going to be a great access. First, And last but not least, I really want to thank all of you for create this project, for create these spaces in which all of us can learn, share, and create with all this indigenous knowledge. As you can see in this video, I was sharing a little bit part of my trip into the indigenous community. I really want to be part of this team. I really have a lot to share, and I think that I'm going to be an important access, and I think I'm going to be an important asset into the globe. Thank you for your time.